one of my whys as a teacher in general is to see those light bulb moments that students have. And you just love that. You just grasp onto those moments of like, oh, they get it. And you see that joy in their sparkle in their eyes. And when you're overseas in missions, you get that same light bulb moment too. And you get it with the gospel of Jesus, where you get to say, let me tell you about Jesus. And it's a different kind of light bulb moment that you get to share with your students. I personally really had a time of struggle in college of should I go overseas and do mission work? Should I stay in the US and do mission work? Because both are absolutely mission work. And I think what really drew me to overseas is that pull that God had on my heart. And I would encourage you all to listen. Just be really attentive to the Spirit and God pulling on your heart. So it was that pull and just that desire to see God working in a whole new context and to be amazed and to let Him totally blow me away with what He's doing across the world.
I teach at Concordia English Language Academy, which is an after-school elementary program for English. And that is just one of the programs that are at the bigger Concordia Middle School program in Taiwan. So I have about 25 students in a class. I've taught different grade levels within elementary. And the students go to different elementary schools in the area, and then they come over in the afternoon for English classes. And the majority of them are not Christian. A lot of them come from like Buddhism or Taoism, like animism and ancestor worship.
Now what's awesome about MCN is we get to use English as a vehicle to bring the gospel in. And through MCN, our tagline is intentional gospel proclamation. So any place that says, hey, would you come and teach our folks English? Would you help our folks learn English? We are happy to do that as long as the gospel gets in front. That we're able to talk about Jesus regularly in the process of helping people to use English, learn English, be conversationally engaged in the use of the English language. But we want Jesus right there on the front of it all.
Teaching opens doors for the Gospels in a couple different ways. I think very directly, I have the opportunity to teach Bible classes, so I'm able to share Bible stories and do that sort of thing on a regular basis with students who might not otherwise get the chance to hear that. And then indirectly, teaching has opportunities to form relationships with students, but also with coworkers, with other Taiwanese teachers, and there's opportunities to share the gospel through those relationships.
So Mission of Christ Network, we always talk about building relationships and how through relationships we can intentionally proclaim the gospel. And teaching is such a relationship building mechanism. I don't know if I would want to use the word tool because that almost sounds like it's using it, but a lot of us become teachers because we want to see kids grow, and we love those relationships, and they're special. And when our classes move on to the next year, we start crying because we're going to miss them so much. And so it's that relationship piece that allows us to connect with the students, and we can show them how much we care. And when they know how much we care, then they'll actually pay attention to what we tell them about. And so it just gives us that open door and builds that trust so that we can say, hey, I want you to know who Jesus is, and I want your life to be transformed by Him.